The people's quote of the day: don't listen to anyone. Everyone is scared. That's a quote from Jay-Z. You're now listening to episode 13 of the People's Mentors podcast featuring Juan Pablo. DJ Cool, play a scary instrumental. Okay, and we're back. So today's topic of discussion is weigh the advice that you receive. So let's go over the outline. I'll be talking about several points. Number one, everyone has an opinion. Everyone and their mama has one. Number two, scared money don't make no money. Number three, filter advice from those who have what you want. So today's topic was derived by the people's question. This is a question I received from a friend of mine. Do you think it's a good idea to buy real estate, especially since we're in a recession? So this question was asked to me several years ago after the crash in 2007. And I thought absolutely. When the crash happened, this is when I first got started into real estate investing. I obtained my first property in 2010, first property. And when I acquired that property, I thought it was gold, because we were in a time in which the interest rates were extremely low, as well as the purchase price was at a discount. So why wouldn't I buy a property that's at a discount with a low interest rate? It was the perfect time, the perfect storm to dive into the real estate market. Meanwhile, many other people were scared. They're like, oh, get out of real estate. Oh, the market's tanked. I said, well, no. When people were selling, that means it's a signal it's time to buy. All right, so let's get into this topic. All right, so let me share another experience I had with a previous coaching student of mine. So I had this one coaching student when she was getting started into real estate investing. And he got qualified for funding. He knew exactly what to do to buy a property. But then he received some advice from a loved one, his mom, who, by the way, has no real estate in her portfolio whatsoever, no experience, and advised him, well, why would you want to get into real estate? Maybe you should try doing this and don't do that, because I heard this from this person and heard that from that. And that's why I have to piggyback on Jay-Z's quote. Don't listen to anyone. Everyone is scared. That's why everyone, works for other people, simply because they're scared to go out there and do their own thing. So I would say, do not take advice from people who are unqualified to do so. Period. Okay, let's get into the topic. Everyone has an opinion. Just like my previous coaching student's mother, she had an opinion. So everyone will always give you their 2 cents, which is cool. By all means, you can share your thoughts, give your 2 cents. However, you have to qualify the people you receive advice from. Now, I got this from a story in The Richest Man in Babylon. This guy, he was ambitious. He wanted to make a name of himself, and he ended up getting ripped off. He worked hard, saved up his money so that he can get diamonds from this special city. And he ended up taking advice from a person about diamonds. And this person never bought diamonds before. He was a bricklayer. So the point of that story is, do not take advice from a bricklayer about buying diamonds. Period. So even though everyone has an opinion, you have to qualify the people you receive wisdom from. If they have no experience, and successful experience at that, then don't listen to them. So, for example, when I got started in real estate investing, I had a lot of people who told me, oh, yeah, you don't want to get started in real estate because you lose money. I had to foreclose on properties. I said, well, yeah, that was your bad experience. So why would I take qualified advice from you? The only advice I will receive from you is what not to do. But in regard what to do, I'm going to find a successful real estate investor and duplicate his or her efforts. And that's one of the financial freedom principles. Duplication is better than innovation. Point number 2, scared money don't make no money. So if you're scared, just like everyone else, guess what? You're not going to make any money. But I know what you're going to say, but it's the risk. It's the risk involved. Why would you want to invest your hard-earned money into real estate based upon what's going on in the market? Well, listen, you got to have the right mindset. I don't care what the market's doing. It could be an up market, a down market, or the market could be flat, sideways, stagnant. I can care less. The point is this: I make money in any market. And that's the mindset you got to have, abundance mindset. But if you're scared and you're always thinking about the risk involved and it's hindering you from taking action, that's scared money, brother, sister. And scared money doesn't make any money. When there's risk, guess what? There's reward. The people who get awarded in a marketplace are people who take risks, but calculated risk. Number 3, filter advice from those who have what you want. I pretty much piggybacked on this earlier, but I reiterate it. You have to filter your advice. So this is one of the things I do. I treat advice like a piece of chicken. Let's say it's lemon pepper hot, lemon pepper wet, right? Lemon pepper wet chicken. What I do is I'll consume the meat, but spit out the bones. I'm not going to eat the bones because it's not going to be good for me. It might be dangerous for me. So you have to do the same thing from the advice you receive from other individuals. You might have mentors out there too. And what you should do is always filter their advice. Sure, you may be the man or the woman in this particular subject, but hey, once you start getting off that subject, I'm not sure if I can consume that. I have to filter your advice, my friend, and just consume the things that's going to be good for me, but disregard the other things you're talking about that would be detrimental to my success. So you have to make sure you filter your advice from those people who have what you want. Okay, guys, so that's it. Now we're going to get into the People's Champ. Okay, excellent. There you have it, my friend. So now we're going to switch segments in this program. You know it's that time for the People's Champ. Shout out goes to Key. He's one of the previous coaching students of mine, in which, despite the odds, he bought his first property. He bought a property in which he acquired using FHA. But with FHA, for those who aren't familiar, it's only a 3.5% down payment required. But he was smart enough to buy a small multifamily in which he could live in one unit and rent out the others. Again, guys, scared money doesn't make any money. So I'd like to shout out to all you guys out there who are listeners who bought your first property and took action. Now, I applaud action takers. You make a smart decision about it. You take advice from qualified individuals and you put it into action. It's very simple. But most people just don't do both. They either A, take qualified advice and do nothing, just sit on the information, or B, they don't get any advice whatsoever and they just go out there and do it. But just make sure you get some advice and take action.
Shh. Listen up. Let's get this money.
This podcast episode is sponsored by 100% Finance. If you're interested in getting started in real estate investing without using any of your own money and would like to obtain business funding, visit 100percentfinance.com to apply for the free consultation. In 2017 alone, we helped small business owners, real estate investors alike obtain over $5.5 million. And you can be in the same position as well. So you can quit your day job via passive income. The link is in the description. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So that concludes today's podcast. Last words of motivation. Do not listen to any and everybody. You have to qualify the advice you receive. Filter it. And if people are talking fear, telling you, hey, be careful. Hey, maybe you should wait. Hey, I have reservations about this. Hey, you know what? I'm feeling a little hesitant. Hey, that seems too risky. You might need to slow things down. You might need to pump the brakes. Don't listen to them. Join the club. Everybody's scared, just like Jay-Z said. But don't be that scary individual. Why? Scared money don't make no money. And if you ever go broke, you can make more money. All right, guys, that's the end of the podcast. Please continue to share it with others who can benefit from it. And as always, this is to your success. Continue to earn passively, live passionately. Peace.
DJ